Hey, so I want to talk about a recent encounter that I've had with a narc, which is not someone that I knew previously, but someone that I had just encountered online, and it just really showed me like how subtle this abuse really is. Because what happened was that the initial contact seemed nice, but then the next contact left me feeling like I wanted to defend myself, and for some reason I was questioning whether what they were telling me was true, but then I was saying, well, I have no reason to wonder why that's true. But then why was I wondering that in the first place? And I just had the thought, that's weird. Like, their email just seemed weird, and I can't really articulate why, but it's that that uncanny valley feeling where it's like something's almost human but not quite, and it's kind of a word salad. And I think it's the fact that they don't necessarily have a personality. Like, the narcissist personality is not cohesive, and somehow we can like detect that. And I was feeling like they took what I said the wrong way, and it was not what I meant, which fits in with wanting to defend myself and second guessing myself. Like, am I bad at communicating, and that's why they took it the wrong way? And then confusion because nothing obviously mean was said. And when they compliment you, it feels odd somehow. Like, the compliment is just strange, and you're thinking like, thank you, but you almost wish that they like didn't say it because it makes you feel weird. So this whole situation just really highlighted for me, like, even when you know about narcissistic abuse and you've researched it for a long time, it's still like just such a bizarre experience that you're almost thinking like, is this for real? Like, are people actually like this? And what it really highlighted for me was that all you have is how you feel. Like, that's it. Like, you can't figure it out mentally. Like, all I had reading the email from this person was the fact that it made me feel those things. There was no obvious proof. I don't know this person's a narc. I don't know that. All I have is the fact that we exchanged emails, and then they sent me another email, and then the email made me feel really weird, and like I wanted to defend myself, and like the compliment was strange, and like there was just something weird about it. And that's all I have is my feeling. And it just really clued me into the fact that narcs know this, that all you have is your feelings as your defense against them. So of course the first thing your parents do is shut down your feelings, especially your anger, because that's how you set boundaries. And they also shut down your boundaries, and they shut down your autonomy and your right to your own opinion and your own reality. And then they get you seeking validation for everything. So the narc knows how you can figure them out and get away from them, which is getting in touch with your emotions and setting boundaries and believing in your own reality. They know that, and that's why they get rid of those things, like, from the get-go. Because when you shut down your feelings and just try to figure this out mentally, like, you're screwed, because you can't figure it out mentally. That's what they want you to be doing, is trying to think about it and analyze it and ask yourself, well, is it logical that a narc would email me pretending to be not a narc and a fellow narc abuse survivor? Like, no, it's not logical, and actually quite evil, right, to pretend to be the opposite and like, oh, we were both narc abuse survivors, and then boom, they're a narc. I don't know, right? Like, I don't actually know that there's a narc or that they are a narc, but I just have to say, like, okay, maybe they're not, but they're still not a person that I necessarily want to be friends with, because I don't like how I feel in response to how they treat me. So maybe they are a fellow narc abuse survivor. That's totally possible. But maybe they picked up some narc traits I don't know. It doesn't really matter like what their diagnosis is, because that's part of my mental thing. It's like, oh, like what are they? It doesn't matter. If I don't like the way I feel when I'm interacting with this person, then that's all I have, and that's enough. And yeah, I've asked myself a million times if I'm paranoid. That's what happened to us when we've had like 80% of the people in our lives be narcissists. Then we feel super paranoid. Maybe I am paranoid, but I think that that's a legit paranoia because it has actually happened, and we may continue to attract narcissists in the future, and all you can do is trust how you feel and say, I'm not going to engage with that person anymore, because I have met new people that I don't distrust. So it's not like I distrust everyone. I just have to like stop telling myself that I'm paranoid. If I don't like someone's energy and how I feel about them, and energy can come across in email, you don't have to, you know, be in physical contact with that person. If I don't like their energy, then I have every right to just say I'm not interested in having a relationship with this person. So I guess this video is just to say that even when you know about narcissistic abuse, the mental knowledge is not enough. What you really need is the connection with your emotion, and then to trust your emotion and set your boundaries just based on that, and being okay with possibly being wrong. Like, maybe they are a nice person, but I'm willing to take that risk based on how I feel about them. I'm not willing to take the chance that maybe they are a nice person, because overall the vibe was not good. So a lot of the recovery beyond learning about narcissism is then to trust yourself and stop thinking that you're paranoid, because you are capable of discerning your own reality and choosing what people you do and do not want to be in contact with. So hopefully this was helpful, and thanks for watching.